Be a very special Father's Day this weekend for my next guest. Sean Felton will be spending the day with his 4-year-old son Joe, something that might never have happened after Joe was kidnapped by his mother and taken halfway around the world. On a Thai beach, Sean Felton fell in love with Kim. After a whirlwind romance, he proposed and they married on New Year's Day 2006. The couple set up home in Britain and a year later, their son Joe was born. However, the relationship began to turn sour and Kim became increasingly unhappy. Then, one day, Sean returned from work to find his wife and son had gone without trace. Well, Sean joins me now. It's been an incredible experience for you. It really has. Holiday romance, you thought everything was fantastic. It was all quite whirlwind, wasn't it? It happened quite fast.
It did, yeah, very fast.
Yeah.
It was just nice. People fall in love all over the world, don't they, you know, in this country, and get married quickly.
Yeah, you thought you'd found your partner for life, really. Yeah. When you got back to the UK, and you were living in the UK, and obviously, you know, little Joe came along, were things bad before he was born, or was everything OK?
It was just, when Kim got to the UK, there was just suspicions on her actions, different things that she was doing. It was making me think, oh, well, you know...
Right. Did you just think that something was not quite right?
Yeah, I did, yeah.
OK,
yeah.
So you kind of had that thing, but do you know what? Love is blind sometimes, isn't it, Sean? And you just kind of, you always put the good spin on it and think it's going to be all right.
That's what happened. Yeah. I kept thinking, pushing all the bad thoughts to the back of my head and thinking, well, you know, we've got to make a go of this sort of thing, and this is what I wanted, so you know, we just fall for it.
You kind of realised when Joe was little, and just before she took him back to Thailand, you did realise that she might do this, but you thought it was OK because you thought that she wouldn't be able to take him out of the country.
That's right. I'd been to see a solicitor, and the solicitor had told me that there's no way that she could leave the country. All the ports had been notified. Right. So I sort of relaxed a little bit then. You know, I was going for full custody of Joe, and I was going for the divorce as well because of what had happened in the marriage.
Right. What kind of things did she do? What was her behaviour like?
Oh, there was loads of things. I'd got back home from work and she wasn't there, and Joe was left on his own. He was only a toddler upstairs. She was going out drinking with her friends. I was looking after Joe. It was one thing. Yeah,
no, it was just impossible, really. Absolutely impossible. Yeah. So you get home. I can't imagine how you must have felt when you got home and the two of them aren't there. Yeah. How long did it take you to realise that they weren't just down the shops, that they'd actually gone? She
used to go out a lot, but if she was going out and she was staying out, Joe would be with me.
Right.
I thought she would turn up about 7, 8 o'clock, but they didn't. Then I started to think, oh, I wonder what's going on. Yeah. So... And you must have been absolutely beside yourself. You found her using Facebook. How did that happen? That was just... I think it was luck, because I went...
Because you knew she was in Thailand, didn't you? You knew
I knew she was in Thailand, yeah. I had private investigators. They couldn't find where she was. Every time they got to an address where I'd given them, the huts had been boarded up and they'd moved on. I kept ringing everyone who'd got the powers in this country, police,
and you did all the right things through all the right channels.
Yeah, I kept ringing them every day. Knew nothing was going to be done. They just kept saying that, you know, it's not England, it's Thailand. And
then you found her. You did manage to find her on Facebook, and you managed to find Joe as well. When you got there and you saw your son, what sort of state was he in?
He was in terrible state. It was just heartbreaking, to be honest. He was... The conditions that he was living in weren't very good anyway. It was a village in Thailand, and if anyone's been to Thailand, you know, it's the way...
It's
the way they live, yeah. But he was in a corner and he was eating an apple, and his teeth had been broken and different things.
Oh, you know, he's guy. So sad. But you got him back, which is the great news. Now, it must have been quite difficult for him to readjust. You know, you've been super dad. You've gone in there like Superman and saved him, basically, you know, because he was really, really unhappy. And you've got him back now, but you want the law to change, don't you?
Definitely, definitely. It's if children... If when Joe was taken, if children hadn't been allowed to have their own passports, she wouldn't have been able to tuck him out of the country.
Right, OK.
So what we're campaigning now for, we're collecting signatures to hand into number 10 to get the laws on children's passports changed, just to tighten it up, because there's over 500 children a year being abducted from the UK.
That's a lot, isn't it? Normally, it's really interesting, Sean, because normally I would be sitting here talking about this story to mums.
Yeah.
But of course, it happens to dads as well. You know, that's the thing. You would, and obviously it's Father's Day, and you enjoy it. And I know that you've got Joe here. He's in our green room. He's adorable. Look at that wee face. He's absolutely gorgeous. He seems really happy now. Really, really happy.
Yeah, he is.
And you've obviously worked very hard to rebuild your relationship, the two of you.
Yeah.
And I do hope you have a fantastic Father's Day. It'll be tough when he's older. What you're going to have to tell him. It'll be difficult then.
Yeah,
but the thing is, you love him very much, so if he's got that, he'll be all right.
That's great, thank you.
He'll be all right, and good luck with the campaign.
Cheers, thank you.
Thank you very much indeed. What a beautiful son. Real credit to you.